Chosen ones, have you ever felt like life was in constant flux, like the people around you were changing or even vanishing at the most unexpected times? Perhaps you've experienced the sudden disappearance of friendships, relationships, and connections that once seemed unshakable. You may have been left questioning why God allowed this to happen, and even doubting whether you were on the right path. But let me tell you something crucial, chosen one. God never removes something from your life without a reason. It's a tough pill to swallow, especially when the people you cherished seem to fade away. The truth is, this is part of a divine purpose. God's plan for you is far greater than you can imagine, and to walk into it, some things, sometimes even people, must be removed from your life. You see, when God removes someone or something from your life, He's clearing the path for something bigger. He's preparing you for your calling, for your future, and for the person He has destined you to become. This process might be uncomfortable, even painful, but it's not random. It's not without purpose, and it's definitely not an accident. Why does God remove friends and relationships from your life? The first reason is growth. God needs you to grow, and growth requires change. Think about a seed. It doesn't stay a seed forever. It has to be buried in the ground, undergo a transformation, and eventually grow into something new. The same principle applies to you. In order for you to step into the greatness He has in store for you, you have to be in the right environment, surrounded by the right people. God removes people who hinder your growth. When you're surrounded by the wrong people, those who discourage you, bring you down, or don't align with your values and beliefs, it becomes nearly impossible to move forward. The negativity, the toxic behavior, and the unhealthy dynamics create a barrier between you and your purpose. God removes those individuals because He knows you can't grow into your true self when you're stuck in environments that limit your potential. The second reason God removes people is because of protection. Not everyone who enters your life has good intentions. Sometimes people might seem friendly and caring on the surface, but their true motives are revealed over time. God, in His infinite wisdom, knows the hearts of others, and He removes those whose intentions do not align with His plan for you. Whether it's jealousy, manipulation, or deceit, God will not let you fall into the hands of those who want to see you fail. You may have felt abandoned or hurt by those who walked away, but you must understand that God was protecting you. He was sparing you from people who would eventually have caused you harm, emotionally, spiritually, or even physically. Sometimes God's protection looks like rejection, and there's also the aspect of timing. Everything in life happens in God's perfect timing, and sometimes the people who once had a significant role in your life are simply no longer aligned with where God is taking you. God might have removed them because He is preparing you for something greater, and they no longer fit into the new season you are stepping into. Seasons change. Just as nature goes through cycles, your life goes through seasons of growth, pruning, and transformation. There are people who were meant to walk with you during one season, but not the next. It doesn't mean they were bad or that you're better than them. It's simply a matter of timing and alignment. God is preparing you for your next chapter, and sometimes that requires a clean slate. Your divine purpose cannot be fulfilled by holding on to relationships that no longer serve you. Now, you may be asking, but what about the pain? What about the feelings of loneliness and abandonment? And those feelings are real. But understand this. The pain of loss is not punishment, it's purification. God is allowing you to shed the weight of old attachments so you can carry the blessings He has in store for you. Think of it like clearing away the old to make room for the new. God is also teaching you to rely on Him more than you rely on others. When people come and go, you learn that your identity and your worth don't come from human relationships. They come from Him. Your relationship with God is the foundation that will never falter. God is building something in you that no person, no relationship, no circumstance can take away. So, even though it may feel painful in the moment, know that God is setting you up for greatness. Trust in His plan. Trust that what you're experiencing is part of the process. The relationships He is removing are not lost. They are part of the divine pruning that is necessary for your elevation. God is moving you into a place where He can use you more effectively, where you'll have the space and the clarity to walk in your purpose. You were chosen for this journey. As you continue on your journey, chosen one, it's essential to remember that God's timing is beyond your understanding. It can be difficult to grasp why people have to leave your life, especially when those relationships were once so significant. You might even feel betrayed or abandoned at times. However, the truth is, God is preparing you for the future He has destined for you. While it may seem harsh in the present, the absence of certain people in your life is nothing short of divine intervention. This removal is a gift, not a loss. God removes people from your life for a reason that you might not fully understand at the moment. But one thing is certain: He sees the bigger picture. He knows that in order for you to step into the full potential He has planned for you, you cannot be weighed down by toxic relationships or distractions. These people who once played a role in your life were never meant to walk the full distance with you. They may have been part of your past, but they are not a part of your future. God knows the desires of your heart, and He knows that you have a divine calling on your life. This calling requires your focus, your energy, and your devotion. You cannot fulfill the destiny God has for you if you're surrounded by the wrong influences. When God removes someone from your life, He is making space for the right people to enter. He's setting you up for the relationships and connections that will truly help you thrive in your purpose. Think about the story of Joseph in the Bible. Joseph was sold by his brothers, falsely accused and imprisoned. From a human perspective, it looked like he had been abandoned, betrayed, and rejected. But God was positioning him for something far greater, a leadership role that would save nations. If Joseph had stayed surrounded by his brothers, if he had remained in his family's toxic environment, he would never have reached the position God had prepared for him. God had to remove him from his family to elevate him to greatness. Similarly, God may be removing people from your life because He is positioning you for greatness. The relationships that seemed so important at one time are no longer serving the higher purpose God has for you. Perhaps some of them were not allowing you to see your true worth. Others may have been holding you back, intentionally or unintentionally, from walking fully in the purpose He has destined for you. This divine removal can also be about protection. There are relationships that may have seemed safe or comforting, but God knows they would have led to your downfall. The people who were once in your life may have been unknowingly pulling you away from the path God wanted you to walk. You may not have seen their intentions clearly at the time, but God does. He is your protector, and He will shield you from anything or anyone who could harm you or distract you from your divine mission. Consider the time when Jesus called His disciples. He didn't choose just anyone. He specifically chose individuals who would align with His mission. Jesus knew that the wrong people would create obstacles in His path. Even though there were many who would have loved to follow Him, He knew that not everyone could keep up with His purpose. In the same way, God is carefully selecting those who will walk alongside you in this season of your life. He's removing relationships that might hinder your growth and bringing in new ones that will support your spiritual, emotional, and mental development. As you go through this process of divine separation, remember that you are not alone. God is with you every step of the way. He is constantly working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail of your life to align with His perfect plan. He is the one who knows your heart, your dreams, and your future better than anyone else. Trust in his decisions, even when it feels painful. One of the greatest things you can do in this season of change is to trust in God's wisdom. He has a way of guiding you through the unknown, and while it's natural to feel fear or confusion, know that God will never lead you astray. He is always with you, guiding you into the life that He has prepared for you. You may be facing the loss of friendships, relationships, or familiar faces, but don't look at these moments of transition as setbacks. Instead, see them as divine alignments. God is positioning you for the next level in your life, and He will not allow anyone or anything to block your way. This is your time to rise, to become the person God has always known you to be. The removal of the wrong people from your life is simply the first step in the process of your transformation. Now that you know God is in control and that He is preparing you for greater things, it's time to embrace this season of change and growth. God is working on your behalf, and He is orchestrating every move with love and precision. Be patient, be faithful, and trust that He is always looking out for you. As you stand at this pivotal moment in your journey, chosen one, take a deep breath and reflect on everything you've just gone through. God has been working behind the scenes, orchestrating every step, removing obstacles, and guiding you toward a purpose greater than you could have ever imagined. The people He has removed from your life, while painful, were never meant to be a part of your divine calling. He is making way for the people who will build you up, challenge you, and help you walk into your purpose with strength and confidence. In this season of divine alignment, it's crucial to keep your focus on God and His plans for your life. Don't let the absence of relationships or the pain of loss cloud your vision. God has a reason for every season, and His timing is always perfect. The people who have exited your life were removed to create space for something much better, a new level of growth, new opportunities, and new relationships that will help you thrive. Remember, when God removes someone, He's not only protecting you from harm, but He's also making room for the right people to enter your life. He will bring those who are aligned with your destiny and who will support you in fulfilling your purpose. The journey ahead will not be easy, but know that you are not alone. God has already prepared everything you need, and He is walking alongside you every step of the way. The road may seem lonely at times, but God is with you, strengthening you and guiding you through every challenge. God's removal of certain relationships is a reminder of His faithfulness. He will never allow you to be surrounded by people who don't have your best interest at heart. While it may feel like you've lost people you loved, remember that you are gaining something even more valuable: divine protection and direction. These relationships were holding you back from stepping fully into your calling, but now you have the freedom to move forward without hindrance. Look around you now. You may feel a sense of emptiness, but know that God is about to fill that space with people who will uplift, empower, and support you. These new relationships will be founded on trust, mutual respect, and shared purpose. You are about to step into a new season where you will be surrounded by people who will encourage you to chase your dreams, overcome challenges, and walk in your God-given purpose. As you move forward, you may encounter moments of doubt or fear. The enemy will try to make you feel like you are alone, abandoned, or unworthy of the success and happiness that lie ahead. But don't listen to those lies. Remember, God has already chosen you for this journey, and He is equipping you with everything you need to succeed. He has called you for greatness, and He will never leave you. Trust in His plan and know that the best is yet to come. Every step you take now is a step toward fulfilling your divine destiny. You are being prepared for a purpose far greater than what you could have ever imagined. The pain of losing relationships will fade, and you will see the beauty of what God has planned for you. The The road ahead may be filled with challenges, but these challenges are the very things that will shape you into the person God has called you to be. God has not removed people from your life to punish you, but to elevate you. He is positioning you for success, abundance, and fulfillment. The people He is bringing into your life will be the ones who help you grow, challenge you to be your best, and encourage you when the journey gets tough. The relationships you are meant to have will align with your calling and will help propel you into the next phase of your life. As you look to the future, know that your life is about to change in incredible ways. The season of removal was just the beginning. Now is the time to step into the season of restoration and fulfillment. God is working all things together for your good, and everything you've been through has been a part of His plan to bring you closer to your true purpose. You may not always understand why certain people were removed from your life, but trust in the wisdom of God's plan. He sees what you cannot see and knows what you cannot know. The relationships that were meant to stay are already coming into your life, and they will be the ones who support you, uplift you, and stand by you as you walk boldly into your destiny. So stand tall, chosen one, because you are not alone. God is with you, and His hand is on your life. The best is yet to come, and He is preparing you for something far greater than what you have left behind. Trust in His process, trust in His timing, and above all, trust in His love for you. You are chosen, and nothing can stand in the way of your divine destiny.